Hello. Hello. We are having we're trying to connect to Instagram too. But I'm glad you are here. Hello, Petra. Hello, Hope. Thank you for being here. The other name I cannot say. Sorry. Um, Hello, Chela from Argentina. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, guys in Instagram too. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm glad to be here too because that means that I'm not on the road. Yes, Fala, Vanya, Ixia. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Ivana, thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you. I had a hello from Colombia too, Virginia, USA. USA. Last weekend I presented in Barcelona. I was telling the people before, the Spanish show, that it was so intense. We had fun. We even danced because it was a one-day seminar. Sometimes people comes to the Ho'oponopono trainings and it's a one-day training, and he said, when do we dance? Because they see the videos on social media. And I said, no, that's in zero frequency on Sundays. But Barcelona was on a Sunday. So I said, well, okay, so I guess that because we do a one day, but it's on Sunday, maybe it qualifies for dancing too. So anyway, thank you so much, Volinte. Fala, thank you so much. Hello from Ireland. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Welcome, everybody. I am the I. I come forth from the void into light. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am that emptiness, the hollowness beyond all consciousness, the I, the id, the all. I draw my bow of rainbows across the waters, the continuum of minds with matters. I am the incoming and outgoing of breath, the invisible, untouchable breath, the undefinable atom of creation. I am the I. Isn't it a beautiful? We used to call it prayer, and at one point, Haliakala says we will not call it prayer anymore. But it's so beautiful. Yeah, this was channeled by Morna's inspiration, and it's so beautiful. As you are beautiful too. So anyway, so today, Belgrade, Daniela, Belgrade was very interesting too. And well, but we talked about that before, yes. That I left Thursday, Spain on Thursday, and I didn't arrive to Belgrade till Saturday morning of the training. Okay, so anyway, I'm very happy that you are here, and the theme that I chose today is about challenges because we don't have to be afraid of them, and understand what really challenges are. And so there is something, and I prepared two things. One is because I look for something from Osho that I want to share with you. And then I was looking of all the times that I mentioned the word challenges in my book, My Reflections about Ho'oponopono because the book of my reflections was a compilation of different articles that I wrote through many different years. So I was curious of what when I mentioned challenges in the book, what I said. So Osho says, when you become more aware, because this is a response he gave to somebody that came to him with a question, why things got worse, if I'm doing my spiritual work. It's a little bit like blaming Osho, yes? And also I relate to that because no, not a lot. Some people said, Mabel, could be that when you start doing this, it got worse. So let me read this to you. When you become more aware, you become more aware also of problems. Those problems were there before. It's just that you were unconscious. You were not taking any notes. Those problems were there. It's just like a house that is in darkness, and many spiders are weaving their nest, and scorpions are living there, and snakes are enjoying. And suddenly you bring light there. Yeah, you turn on the light. The light does not create the spiders or the scorpions or the snakes, but it makes you aware of them now. And it is good to be aware because then the house can be clean. Sounds familiar? And you can avoid the snakes. You have many problems which you are not seeing, which in fact you do not want to see. You go on postponing. You are so afraid of seeing those problems because then you will have to solve them. But now we know we can erase them. But by postponing, they are not solved. It's not so easy. Problems are not letters written to George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw used to collect letters and he would open them only on the first of every month. So for 30 days, he would collect thousands of letters from all over the world. His date was fixed. On the first of every month, he would open them. And he would go on throwing them because most of them had already been answered. It was rarely that some letter was left that had not answered itself. Somebody asked him, "This is a strange way," he said. "It is not strange, it is the simplest way. When somebody does not get an answer for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, he gets the answer that this man is not going to answer. He drops the hope. And most of those letters are useless anyway. I'm not going to waste my whole month. I have given them just one day, and any really authentic letter that needs my attention, I will answer. This way, I save my time, I save their time, otherwise, they would have to read. And this is such a difficult world that they would not only read them, they would also reply. So again, you have to read the reply. It is better to finish it from the very beginning. It is a chain phenomenon. It can go on endlessly. And the more you allow it and then stop, the more it hurts. The first letter you allow it. No, hold on, sorry. The first letter and is finished. It does not hurt. The man just understand this man is not the type who answers letters. After I read this, I thought, I'm going to apply that to my emails. I'm going to only read once a month, the emails, and probably most of them it will not be worth to answer, and you probably found your answer yourself. Yeah, or you solved the problem yourself. Well, but problems are not letters, and life is not George Bernard Shaw. We cannot postpone, but we are postponing. We go on pushing them this way and that way, everywhere hiding them, thinking that some miracle and things will that some miracle will happen and things will settle down and problems will be solved. This is not going to happen. On the contrary, those problems will create their children. They will start finding boyfriends and girlfriends. Two problems meeting together. And the third problem is the product. And you will be in more difficulty. Okay? So the thing is, sometimes, it's about confronting, it's about cleaning, like we do in Ho'oponopono. It's about knowing that there are opportunities to clean instead of trying to avoid because they hurt or because we need to confront, somebody or a situation that it could be difficult. But the sooner the better, knowing that you don't have to do it alone. That is about letting go and letting God, guiding you, protecting you, inspiring you with the right thing to say, so, or to do, or where to go. Yeah. So the idea with Ho'oponopono is not that we don't do anything, but the idea is that we want to do based on inspiration. It is better to go on facing each problem as it comes by. It is not your awakening that has created your problems. Being conscious has simply given you a little more awareness. Yeah. So again, it's not like things get worse or things, how come, if I'm cleaning, why, I'm not getting better, why I'm having problems. The idea is always letting go, letting go, letting go. Yes, not engaging. Somebody just posted in the live before, um, well, I'm not getting better, but I'm still letting go, or something, and some faces, crying faces. And I said, no crying faces. The other day, I received no, somebody puts, I think, in Facebook, something like this, like, complaining. And she says, I know what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me that no expectations. And yes, it is no expectations. I'll tell you why. Because, like I told this person, that you are not getting better. What part of you is determining that you are not getting better? Yeah. So if I say I'm not getting better, it's because I have a model, a program, an opinion, a belief of how it should be if I get better. Yeah. And because it doesn't kind of fit in that mold, let's say, I mean, and I'm saying I'm not getting better. Maybe you are getting better, but you are not noticing because, again, you are comparing, yes, or what you think, it should be. So that is important because it is the intellect talking when you said it's not working, I'm not getting better, or whatever it is. Your problems have been always there. I don't know if I read this. Now you are given the opportunity to solve them. And one should enjoy solving one's problems. It sharpens your intelligence. Ah, maybe that's why they say use your head. Each problem is a challenge. Each problem makes you more intelligent. And and the day you will not have any problems, your mind will come to its utmost clarity because no dust, no problem. Your mind becomes a mirror so pure that it reflects reality. And at that point, you can go home. Okay? You won the medal. Please don't think that someone else is creating your problems. This is important. Okay? There is nobody out there. Get the insight, the awareness, and the silence so that you can see your problems and solve them. With God's help, everything is possible. You know, the idea that you don't have to do it alone, that's so important that you remember that. Okay, now I am going to share my reflections. Yeah, so I did a search, yeah, and I found the word challenges 7 times on this book. And it's the first one says, besides the specific information about Ho'oponopono, this book contains a variety of topics that will change your perspective about how you deal with the challenges and threats of life. You learn to react less, become more aware and alert, therefore, you will be happier and more at peace. You like that? Okay, let's go to next. Again, this is in my book, My Reflections on Ho'oponopono, or about Ho'oponopono. It says, did you know that 90% of our memories come from our ancestors? And we have been accumulating these memories for countless lives. We are born with them. Therefore, the majority of our problems come from our ancestors. For example, if you know that there is diabetes in your family, you might say, I know I'm going to have diabetes because there is a history of that illness in my family. But we can erase the memory of that. Did you know that? Before it appears. The same as we are with our ancestral memories related to emotional problems, lack of money, challenges, and relationships. Yes, it doesn't matter what problem you have, you can erase. And this is from a long time ago. Well, all of this is from a long time ago, but it says, my trips have provided me countless opportunities to say thank you. Sometimes traveling poses challenges. And as you know, the last one I had was going to Belgrade, yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Such as when my passport and mobile phone were stolen, or when my suitcase arrived 3 days late in Holland. To be honest with you, I don't remember about passport and passport I remember, but I know it was that time in Holland because I didn't have my suitcase that didn't come, and I hid my my passport so well that I thought I lost it. Okay, I don't know why you said stolen. I don't remember ever had that stolen. My mobile phone, I don't remember at all. But anyway, but the passport I remember, and I remember that I had to go and get a new one. And then I got on the plane. I couldn't believe it. I got on the plane. I opened a little bag that I always take with me on the trips, and there was the passport. I mean, I thought I looked everywhere, but looks like I didn't. Anyway, so yes, traveling could give you some interesting challenges. Okay, so or when my suitcase arrived 3 days late in Holland. Well, 3 days, it wasn't that bad. Now that my suitcase from US got to me this time 10 days late. Okay, so what I can tell you is this was the first time that I had something to clean like this, you know, my suitcase not arriving, and definitely I had to do the same thing I did in Belgrade. I had to go shopping. I didn't have anything. I waited till last minute, but the suitcase didn't come. And I remember I had been told that I avoided an accident, kind of those accidents that you end up in for a long time in a hospital or things like that, or in bed. So at night, I would go to sleep and talk to God and say, God, I know that this, and I thank you, that this avoided. But you know how much I like my clothes and the things, because I was thinking of everything that I had in that suitcase. And I said, if it's possible, it would be wonderful if my suitcase shows up. Well, the suitcase showed up as I was coming back from the training. I found the suitcase right there at the door. They had left the suitcase there. So yeah, traveling could be interesting. Although I have to tell you, I don't have that many stories, but in this trip here to Europe, I mean, I had two incidents that were really, really interesting. Okay, so what's next? It says it may happen. For example, this one was from August 2009. When more things appear, when more things appear while you clean, it says. It may happen that while you clean, suddenly you sense you have more to clean. What your feeling was there all the what what your feeling was there all the time, but you weren't aware. I lost it. Hold on. This one I read, this one okay. I don't touch. What okay, so it was there all the time, but you weren't aware. Now everything is clearer or more clear. Now you understand better. God will give you a lot of challenges and opportunities to clean because now you know how to do it. Practice, practice, practice. Remember, everything that comes up is really a blessing. They are all opportunities to grow and discover who you really are. These aren't tests or punishments, they are more opportunities. Yeah. So this is important. Ihaliakal always said, if we only knew how much we have to clean, we would run. So keep cleaning, keep cleaning. You don't like that, keep cleaning, but it's important. Our ancestors knew only Our ancestors knew the only way to see and experience miracles was through faith. This is important because now I'm doing a challenge in Spanish about challenges. And this one is a good one because it is about, manifesting, miracles. And so I like this. Our ancestors knew the only way to see and experience miracles was through faith. They understood by sticking together, they would have the strength to face any challenges that might come their way, and that the solutions to their problems would come from heaven because the answers were not on earth. And this applies so much to everything that is happening right now. To really unite, yes, to clean, to ask for help, knowing that we cannot do it alone. I'm going to read this again. Our ancestor knew the only way to see and experience miracles was through faith. They understood by sticking together, very important, they would have the strength to face any challenges. Because this is what is happening. We have to. That's why I always talk to you about our Ho'oponopono community, and how we support each other with the cleaning to face any challenges that might come their way, and that the solutions to their problems would come from heaven because the answers were not on earth. I think very important, that one. I like. Everything in your life is an opportunity to overcome challenges, become better and stronger. If you will just let go. That's the trick. Free yourself from the box you live in. Get out of your comfort zone. And for and the one in which you put others. Yeah, that's true. We put, we just say this person is this way, this person is that way, and and they cannot change because we said this is the way they are. Um, and we put others. Get ready to take responsibility for your life, and everything will start to change and become easier. And the last one that I found, challenges in this book, this is Peace Begins With Me, October 2011. These are vital truths. It is important. Well, I'm going to start from the beginning of this paragraph. We will achieve world peace when we start respecting and accepting our differences. It means freedom to think and perceive things in different ways, with a different kind of understanding without boundaries. See, this is about respecting that or accepting that other people are not seeing what we are seeing, because we are all interpreting through lenses, yes, through these memory lenses. Yeah, so we don't see the same thing. Okay, these are vital truths. It is important to take responsibility and stop blaming somebody or something for the challenges and situations in our life, including ourselves. So that's kind of what I prepare for you today. And my idea is that, my idea is that we can be happy now. Why wait? And sometimes I receive emails or people tells me, and it hurts, like this 18-year-old boy that is comparing himself to his father, and he says, I don't know if to work with my father because I don't think I can be as good as my father. So can you imagine at 18, and you were 18 and I was 18, and maybe we have an 18-year-old watching this, and I said to you, be happy now. Don't worry, be you. There to be you. And so important. We are always the comparison, always not feeling good enough, sometimes not even feeling that we deserve, and we have to change that. This is our time. This is our time to manifest. This is the time to create miracles. And actually, the theme for this month that I chose, this will get published next week, but hold on, because it went up. Because since it's not published, the Q&A, because I do a Q&A class every month, is part of our Ho'oponopono family resources. So it's the private forum, is the Q&A, where I answer all your questions. You can be live or you can send your questions prior to the call. And every month I choose a theme for this. We also have a library of with videos. We have, and I think we have audios too, but we also have, well, discounts, very important. Our sacred private forum. And we have daily inspirational cards and more. So anyway, the theme that I chose for this month is the miracle of accepting change, because as I think yes, that we are confronting, or let's say, how could you say this? It's time of change, yes, and we are always afraid of change. We are always afraid of uncertainty. So we have to have these great roots, yes, and we have to build these great roots that no matter what happens, we are always will be okay. Yes, and this is what we do in the monthly classes, and with the lives. I try to do, my best to accompany you, and and to share with you that you everything that you need is inside of you, and you should dare to get out of your comfort zone and not be afraid. So that's the idea. So the Q&A will be Thursday, January 26th, actually at this time, same time. No, oh yes. No, it will be 1 hour earlier. So it's 7 p.m. Spain, 10 a.m. Los Angeles. And then you figure out where you are, okay? So that will be Thursday, January 26th, the miracle of accepting change. The miracle of accepting change. Are you ready? Okay, I hope you are. Let me put this before we do the breathing together, the breathing hub. I'm gonna put here, if you want to go and check out our membership and see if this resonates with you, that will be wonderful. You can go to mabelkatz.com/member. Join our Ho'oponopono family. We would love to have you there. Okay, so breathing hub. And because we always have new people, um, let's explain this. How we do it. The breathing hub, first I'm gonna drink some water, excuse me. So first I would like to tell you that breathing hub is a Ho'oponopono cleaning tool in itself. And all we do is breathe and count. Yeah, and I will explain. But I also want to tell you that this is like quality time with your unihipili, your inner child. Okay, so yes, you can do this mentally. You can just repeat as the same as you repeat thank you or I love you. You could repeat breathing hard, breathing hard, breathing hard. We do this mentally. Okay, we don't have to say it aloud. And but I always recommend you do this because again, it's quality time with your inner child. And as we know, in Ho'oponopono, our inner child is our subconscious mind, our computer bank, yeah, where all the memories are stored there. So very important part, and a very important part in this Ho'oponopono process. Okay, so back straight, feet on the floor, and we put these three fingers together. Okay, these three fingers. But then we open and we form the infinity sign. Okay, we put the infinity sign. So we put it on our legs or wherever is comfortable to you. And I'll tell you how we do it. We count, as I said. So as I'm inhaling, I count 7. Then I hold my breath for 7. Then I exhale through the nose, counting 7. And then I don't breathe. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold my breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one time. We do that 7 times. We do it. If you are in a safe place, maybe you want to close your eyes. Let's do it. Thank you. I don't know if I said, uh, I don't remember that we put the back straight and feet on the floor. Maybe I said it, but suddenly I thought, did I say that? No, no. Okay, so let's see if there is anything here to answer. Thank you, Roxana, for sharing. Okay, so mabelkatz.com/member. Also, some of you might be interested on making some money. We have an affiliate program. You are welcome to join. You know, a lot of people makes some extra money every month, and it doesn't take you that long because it is about just sharing with people if something that help you. Okay, and in that case, it's mabelkatz.com/affiliates. Okay, but I encourage you to join our Ho'oponopono family. Very special. Okay, so let's see if I have something here to answer. Yes, yes, I did. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, we are reprogramming our mind, Sarah. So important right now. Thank you. I see you guys are cleaning. Thank you so much, Carmen, for your cleaning. Vanessa says, I love your English with Argentinian accent. Sometimes, I speak so much Spanish that I say that I'm losing my English. Okay, yeah, so the Spanish is before, okay? So la grabación en español queda ahí y la hicimos antes. Mabel, I'm afraid of doing videos about holistic therapy and social. Let's see. Sarah, I'm afraid of doing videos about holistic therapy in social media. Any advice? Well, it's always working on yourself and knowing, that you have something to offer to people. So don't see it as oh my goodness, people are going to think what they are going to say about me. But you have to be sure that you have something to contribute, something to make a difference on people or things like that. So when we do the business trainings, the zero frequency trainings, I always tell you the secret is just what is it that you would do even if you don't get paid because you love it? That doesn't mean you cannot charge, but that's kind of the beginning of thinking, that is not your case because in this case, you know what you want to do. But once you know that is how you can do the best, what makes a difference, between other people that could do the same thing. So you have to be sure of what you have to offer. And what you have to offer is being yourself. Yes, I think that's what people appreciate the most. Yes, so it's believing in yourself, basically. And then again, what is it that you would do? Do the best you can, the kind of therapy or whatever. Yes, so knowing that you have something special to offer, and how that can help others. That's it. Yeah, because then people will come. The other thing is cleaning with those feelings and going for it anyway. Yes, as you clean, and there too, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what I would say. And very important that you don't mind what other people will think or will say. That's very important. Laura says, I understand, Sarah. Ixilla, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but she says I'm in Ho'oponopono 11 years. Let's see. I'm in Ho'oponopono 11 years, and this year's I am in the Ho'oponopono. Thank you. I love you. Love to have you. Beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so let's see if A new message. Thank you. I can remember that I believe in myself. Yes, Sarah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna say goodbye with a piece of eye. Remember January 26th. Remember, if you like this, if there was something that you got from this, it will be wonderful that you give me a like, or that you share if you know of somebody that could benefit with this, or that you put a comment or things like that. And as I always tell you, it's not ego thing, but my mission is to wake up people. So I want to wake up more people, and the way of getting, for these channels, to show to people. And I love it when you guys come and says, I was having a hard time and your video show up. It is so comforting, because sometimes, it's time that I could be doing whatever, although I'm always working, but but yeah, I could be working. But I really appreciate if you don't mind again. And I know Instagram had changed. I don't know, what's going on right now, but I remember that I have to tell you not only to put me in your favorites, but to turn on notifications or something like that. So thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see if I had to tell you something else, but I think I did. Okay, so the thing with, I know I have all my, right now all my trainings in my calendar are, on my calendar are in Spanish. So if you know anybody in Spanish, but remember also that if you participated, thank you, Linda, that if you participated in a Ho'oponopono seminar, you can also participate in as an absentee in any of the Spanish. Your Unihipili knows all your. Uh, oh, I had Laura there. Has all your, knows all the languages. Okay, so I'm gonna put one more here because I know somebody asked. So again, mabelkatz.com/member to join our Ho'oponopono family. We would love to have you there. So I'm gonna say goodbye with a piece of eye, and because lately I've been kind of rambling with this one, I'm gonna read it to you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the opportunity to clean. The peace of I. Peace be with you, all my peace, the peace that is I, the peace that is I am, the peace for always, now, and forever and evermore. My peace I give to you, my peace I live with you. Not the world peace, but only my peace, the peace of I. God bless you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.